vortex. This is day 5 off the internet, and I'm realizing that I need to do this way more. But I've also been extremely emotional, and vortex. We're about to go over a bump. You're gonna feel it. 1, 2, 3. Woo! So I hung out with a crazy person a couple days ago, so that was nice. I did stand up that I have lukewarm feelings about, and now the country is back to being psychotic again. I can only assume. The main reason why I'm avoiding the internet is because the climate is too politically charged. And I mean, it was already that way. And so, you know, when I got home, after I spent some time with Ronit, and I did comedy that night, it was election night, and I was like, I really need to avoid this as much as I can. And for those of you that don't know, I do not have a smartphone. I've never had a smartphone. And I really, really feel sorry for people and the way that things are, and they think that they have to be this way. They think that they have to be in like a constant state of either agitation or anxiety. It's just a slew of negative emotions, and it just seems like Americans, by and large, choose to put themselves in that position, and they think that they don't have a choice, but America wouldn't be America if you didn't have a choice. So I guess I'm one of the few that knows that and acknowledges that and acts accordingly. But I'm sure that I'd get accused of burying my head in the sand, which is hilarious because these motherfuckers' whole existence is comprised of sand. But I have schizophrenia, so I've like literally been crying all day long. But then I'll say something to make myself laugh, and it's all better. So that's fine. It's totally fine. But I'm just going through shit, and I realized that even for me, just having a laptop, that's still a distraction, you know. And even when I go on YouTube and I post all these videos, it's like I'm still tempted to look at stuff that's gonna make me feel like shit, you know? Whether it's political stuff or political stuff. Or political stuff. Because everything's political, that's the point I'm trying to make. And it's like you really can't escape it. But, you know, I'm going back to the East Room on Tuesday night. I've like made this deal with myself that I have to. I have to continue to do comedy at least once a week at this one place. Because, you know, it's good for me to have my routine. But the East Room's a good place to get noticed. It's also a good place to do stand-up because, like, you're on a stage. Like, it's an actual stage, so it kind of feels like you're doing a show. And many people have said that about the East Room. If you're not living in Nashville, if you ever want to see me do stand-up and you happen to be in the Tennessee tri-state area, Tuesday night, I believe the show starts at 8:30. Sometimes it starts a little earlier than that. But they draw names at 8 o'clock. So we put our names in the bucket, and whoever gets their name drawn gets to go up. But even if I don't go up, you'll still get to see me because I'll be sitting next to Josh Lewis, who's the host of the mic. And he sits at a little table that's like directly across from the stage. And he's the sweetest person in the Nashville comedy scene. And you'll get to see the Gray Grays. And that's Sean Parrott and typically Carl Roberts III on drums. And sometimes they switch it up. But Sean Parrott's usually the one playing guitar. But yeah. So it's like there's a band, like they play music in between comics. So it does feel like a show. But yeah, that's every Tuesday around 8:30 at the East Room off of Gallatin Avenue in East Nashville. Just in case you want to meet me. And I don't know why you would. But do I have Smoothie Mouth? I was randomly called into work. By the girl that I'm frenemies with. But the more I think about it, the more I realize that a lot of these people that I have an issue with is because I am close to them. And I think a lot of the reason why I have issues with this country is because it's still part of me. And I'm still part of it. And I guess just like seeing the way that people behave and the decisions that they keep making that are not good for them. It's like I just want to save them. But I can't because, you know, they're just going to keep doing the same shit. You know, like my friend that I'm talking about, she's just going to keep being an alcoholic. That's what she's going to do immediately when she gets home. She's going to start chugging that vodka bottle. And, you know, it just sucks, like, when you know that a person's hurting, but, like, you can't, there's nothing that you can say or do to, like, absolve that. You just have to watch them torture themselves. And sometimes it hurts me watching myself do the same exact thing. So I'm sure that many people that watch this channel probably have that sentiment towards me. Because I do have the tendency to beat myself up about things and just kind of ruminate over the same shit. But that's her. But yeah, we really, really, really do appreciate you, even if it might not feel like it. I promise.